I have developed increasing empathy for my desk jockey clients as I have been working a few months part-time at home from my desk. And I thought, you know what? Let's talk about how to self-care this. Because this is an issue for all of us. Start with some actual soft tissue stuff. Get right into the back, into the back of your neck, right? So you can feel right along. If I took my hand out of the way, it'll help, wouldn't it? Your spine, and come either side. And you're just gonna nod up and down, and your pressure can be kind of anterior towards the front of your neck this way. The pressure can be up towards the top of your head or down towards your butt. And you're nodding. And you find the pressure in the direction of the pressure that feels correct for you. And you find the spot that needs a little extra love. All right, so that's kind of the back. You can also kind of, as you got out of the groove, either side of the spine, come a little bit lateral. Do the same. And start rocking your head back and forth. Changing your pressure. You can kind of drive it laterally that way as you move your head that way. Yeah, that feels really good. Keep doing that. Can I come to the anterior? Now, you want to be either side of your windpipe, like don't squish into your windpipe. That's really uncomfortable. But you're going to need to drop your chin forward so you can access the front little T's on either side of your vertebrae. And coming forward. You might want to do it one side at a time because doing both sides is a little bit. So, forward. Find a gnarly spot. And then looking up. And looking up. And again, my pressure is posterior towards the back of my neck. Not in towards the windpipe because that feels gross. And kind of out to the side, you're just going to slide off. So reverse that way. Right behind your ear, top of your jaw. Oh, yeah. Follow that SCM all the way up there. And get in up there. So it's not the corner of your jaw, but behind your ear. There's a little point, kind of a pointy bit, sort of solid on your skull. Oh, you can feel all of that. And kind of bringing your head away and around, and wriggle it around until you feel that feels really good and like it's releasing. And then you're going to come into the jaw itself. So it's that similar spot, not on the skull though, right on the jaw. So behind the ear, you're going to be, this is one you don't really want to do in front of your family because it's going to, well, let's just say it's going to invoke mockery. Okay, quietly in the bathroom, nobody's looking. Because as you drag your thumb down the line of your jaw, you're going to open your mouth. And when you get to the corner, you're going to jet it forward. Told you, mockery. So, and easiest to kind of do both. So dragging and forward. And please appreciate that I am opening myself up to mockery on video in a public sphere. That can really help release some of the jaw stuff. Get up in under your soft palate. And you're not there, just along the line of the bone. Dig in a little bit. Find the squishy bits and then get the bone in there. And then the big one, you can feel it. You put your fingers on your cheek and you clench and it pops out. I'm going to get up onto the cheekbone end of it. And you're going to anchor. Again, you may want to do this not both at the same time, not bilaterally, because it can get a little bit intense. So opening, and your pressure's this way. Kind of, you may find one side a little more sensitive than the other. Anyway, so that kind of addresses a little bit of the neck, I still feel some so we're gonna get into that shoulder part, that trap. Your thumb right in the hollow, grab the top, and just kind of start away from your hand and turn toward. And just move all along that ridge of the shoulder. Come right in. And that feels really great. Just loosen that up. You'll also, if you're still feeling kind of gnarly through here, your scalene attaches the first rib. So that's your clavicle. The first rib is kind of tucked underneath of it. You turn your head towards the side you want to work on. That softens everything up so you can dig your fingers in. And then look away. Oh yeah, that's kind of miserable. Looking away. All right. At any point, you're working your anterior neck, you're like, that feels like my pulse. Don't squish there, okay? All right, so you've kind of done some loosening. Let's sort of set it with some mobility. Neck cars, controlled articular rotation. Drop your chin, tuck it in, and then roll down. So you're getting your C-spine and then right where it starts to attach to your thoracic. So tuck and roll. And then drag your chin, kind of follow it along the clavicle. Drop your ear over your shoulder. Reel it about, rummage around in the dark corners and see what kind of garbage you find. And then come around, looking back up at the ceiling, dropping your ear back and over the opposite shoulder. Rummaging around, rock back and forth. See if you're feeling a little bit of tension through there. Maybe stay here for a minute and then come all the way back down. Cross your clavicle to center where you started. I like to do about 5 each way, super slow. This is not practice for a hair metal concert. This is controlled articular rotation, okay? And once you've done all of that, this should feel a little better. I neglected one thing. Suboccipitals right along the base of your skull. Lots of headaches come from that. So that's suboccip and the very top of your trap. Really good way to get into this. You're gonna need 2 balls. And in this case, these yoga tune-up balls come in their own little sack, but you could get a couple of tennis balls and shove them in a sock. Does not need to be high tech. So you need 2 balls, you need some sort of elevation. Have a yoga block. But you know what? Those old-fashioned dictionaries, a couple encyclopedias. So only certain people of some generations are gonna know what I'm talking about. You may need to go to your parents' house if you're younger. Look for those things. Something thick. Old textbook? You got an old textbook sitting around? You need it because this is just gonna sit in the hollow of your neck if you try to do it just on the floor. So balls on top of your block, and then bring that in, and you see the ball sort of sits right on the edge of your skull, kind of in through there, and just rock back and forth. Find the next spot and rock your head back and forth. It digs in fabulously. Feels ridiculously good. You can do a little nodding, that can help too. I find the back and forth, maybe a little circle almost. It's really useful. And it's one of the best ways. You can kind of get in there with your fingers. Man, I'm lazy. I want to do lazy self-massage. So if I can just lie here, rock my head, and watch a show, read a book, play on my phone, that's a really good day.